aspirants, a very warm welcome on the YouTube channel of ANALYST IAS. Our today's topic for focus of the day's discussion is the very important Academic Freedom Index report of 2023. We will see why and news, what is academic freedom, then what is Academic Freedom Index report, what are the highlights of the report for the world and for India as well. Then we will see what is the performance of India according to this report, reason of such performance. Then after that we will come to our today's prelims practice question as well. So we will start with today's topic, why and news. According to the Academic Freedom Index report, India's Academic Freedom Index is in the bottom 30% among 179 countries across the world. So what is this academic freedom? Academic freedom refers to independence and autonomy that scholars and researchers have in pursuing their academic work without fear of censorship, without any retaliation or repression from the government or any external forces or other entities. It includes freedom to conduct research, publish findings and express opinions without interference or pressure from external forces or government. It is considered a cornerstone of higher education and is very essential for the advancement of knowledge and the free exchange of ideas. This is what academic freedom means. What is Academic Freedom Index? So it has been published by the Global Public Policy Institute as a part of the Global Time Series dataset, which was from 1900 to 2019 in close cooperation with Friedrich-Alexander University, Erlangen-Nürnberg scholars at risk and the V Dem Institute. The report provides an overview of academic freedom in 179 countries by accessing 5 indicators. There are 5 indicators. We will see those indicators. It is based on assessments by more than 2,197 country experts from around the world. So it is a big index. Now the index score measures, there are 5 indicators. First is the freedom to research and teach, freedom of academic exchange and dissemination, institutional autonomy of universities, freedom of academic and cultural expression and campus integrity. Fifth is the absence of security infringements and surveillance on the campus. What are the highlights of the report? For the world, first we will see, then we will see for India. So it identified 22 countries including India, China, United States and Mexico, where it said universities and scholars experience significantly less academic freedom today than they did 10 years ago. So it have been declining. Only 5 small countries, which are Gambia, Uzbekistan, Seychelles, Montenegro and Kazakhstan, representing 0.7% of the global population, they just improved their rankings. So in the remaining 152 countries, academic freedom has stayed stagnant. We will see the graph as well after this. For the average global citizen, academic freedom has gone back to levels last registered 4 decades ago. So it have declined for many countries and just it has improved for some countries. Like China and India, populous countries like the United States of America and Mexico have recorded a decline in the academic freedom over past decade. So this is the graph. Here you can see, here is India. It has scored below 30%. So this is what it is. This is the data. Here some countries have scored more than the average. You can see Seychelles, Montenegro, Gambia, Kazakhstan. They are just in upper regions. And here, this is India, China. In fact, India has scored less than the Pakistan. So we will see further. What is the performance of India? India has scored 0.38. So here you can see the score was around 0.38. This is the score. Maximum was 1. Now India scored 0.38, lower than the Pakistan's 0.43 and the United States 0.79. India's freedom index score was high in the past, ranging from 0.60 to 0.70 between 1950 to 2012, except from 1974 to 1978. We will see the graph after this. The report has ranked the United States among the top 50% of the countries with an index score just below 0.8. China has been ranked among bottom 10% with a score of less than 0.1 The report said that the academic freedom in India began to decline in 2009 with a drop in the university autonomy followed by a sharp downturn in all the indicators from 2013. Campuses in the country, what are the reasons? Some are like campuses in the country are not so free from political interference. Security infringements on Indian academic campuses are also low. According to the report, the institutional autonomy of Indian institutes was also very poor, especially the autonomy of institutions in expressing political issues was poor. Indian institutions did well in freedom to research, freedom of academic exchange and freedom to teach. This was about the report. Here is the graph you can see from 1900 to 2022, and it has remained stagnant from around 1950. It dropped here and from there it have been stagnant, and again it dropped in this relative year. So here are some other indicators like freedom to teach and research, academic exchange and dissemination, then institutional autonomy, campus integrity, academic culture and expression. You can pause the video, you can look closely if you want to. Now, what are the reasons of such performance for India? There is a lack of legal framework. India has to bring in strict laws against attack on academic freedom. The consequences of declining academic freedom in the second most populous country in the world, it is the first most populous country now, may bring in adverse impact globally. University leaders, higher education policymakers and research funders should come together and bring an integrated solution. This was the way forward in the conclusion as well. So now we will discuss our prelims practice questions. The Academic Freedom Index report recently seen in news is released by World Trade Organization, Oxfam, World Bank or Global Public Policy Institute. You can type the correct answer in the comment section given below. Now we will come to our second question and last question of today's session as well. So which of the following statements are incorrect with reference to the Academic Freedom Index report? It uses 7 indicators. It is released twice a year. India's performance was lowest in the whole South Asia. Only one correct, only one, only two, all three or none. You can type the correct answer in the comment section given below. This was all about today's video and series, and we have also started a bridge series which will cover your all questions from 2015 to 2022 and that too subject wise. So it can be a prelims booster for you as well, so you can go through it. This was all about today's video. Thank you. Have a nice day and stay tuned with Analyst IAS.